Good morning. Sunday morning, everything's nice and wet. We had a good storm last night. Time for a garden walkabout. Flowers are all in bloom. Beat down by the rain. But we sure needed the rain. It's been so dry. I had to move my garden plants because we had to have a walnut tree taken out because it was leaning too badly. But the garden's still been coming along. I got zinnias, flowers. We moved it all over here. Got my potatoes. Still got tomatoes coming on. It hasn't liked the heat. We've had so much heat. But I'm still getting tomatoes, bell peppers, and then my artichokes I moved there. Everything else is pretty much done blooming there. A little water features out there, makeshift. Didn't have to buy them, I just put them together. You see an opening where the big old walnut tree had to go. I hated it, but it was leaning so bad toward the neighbors, toward the fence line, it had to go. So now we got a complete opening. More sun. Everything's saturated right now. My cucumbers probably are not going to like the extra sunlight because they like it a little bit shadier. But they haven't liked the heat either. Everything's pretty much... I'm still getting cucumbers. I still got to come out and check on a few. Some of my cucumbers started wilting. I'm not sure why. Just up and they just start wilting. The leaves start wilting. But I've still been getting cucumbers here and there. I've got a couple I got to harvest. There's one hanging there. Down around. Another water feature. Been so busy grooming that I haven't had much time to get out here as much as I want to. But the mosquitoes have been really bad too, so. The garden is, I got squash growing down. I got some butternuts growing on the ground. They're coming in. I decided to let the vines just do their thing. The mint is doing good. Boy, bees are at the flowers. Get things staked back up after the rain to kind of knock things down pretty much. There's my butternut. Got another one hanging here. Those potatoes back there are about done. I'm going to be getting those out of their bags. Look at the sweet potatoes. It looks like a jungle right there. My squash. And I got some watermelons growing down. Watermelon vines growing. Apples going. Cantaloupe vines. Everything's kind of beat down because of the rain last night, but the storm we had. The flowers just make the garden pop. I will always add flowers to my garden now. Ooh-wee, everything is just, oh my goodness, look how the rains put that marigold down on the ground there. And since I'm not crazy about eating okra, we've just been it's just there. I've tried okra a couple times and nope, I can't grow it. So I will not plant that again next year. But you see the heat's really done the number on the tomatoes. They're just not as pretty as they were. But I'm still getting tomatoes off of them. So can't wait to check out the sweet potato pots here. And I'll be getting into the sweet potatoes back here. The hibiscus are still blooming in areas. I have these things growing all over the yard. You have to control them because they do get invasive. And so do the 4 o'clocks. The 4 o'clocks, I thought I covered everything up with cardboard. And look at all the 4 o'clocks that come back. They produce their own little black seeds. And so they continue to come back every year. But it's almost time to get these potatoes out of their pots. And I'll be checking on the Jerusalem artichokes. they're small. They don't produce a whole lot as far as a vegetable, but a lot of people like them. So I'm gonna give it a try. So there's a little friend down in there pollinating, doing his job this morning. So they do a pretty good job producing, getting my squash growing. Got tomatoes still coming on. That one kind of fizzling out. So. But yeah, I haven't had a video of the garden. It looks more like a jungle than a garden right now. But that's how things go. Oh, the mint's blooming. Got flowers on the mint, and the mosquitoes are after me. I do not like the mosquitoes. They eat me up. Okay, we'll come around this way. The yellow squash is coming on. Up here with a fencing. Boy, the wind was strong. Whew. Everything's leaning because of the wind. Little tomatoes coming on. Come out here and harvest these. Yeah. I can't show it to you because I don't know where the... Anyway. Marigolds still going. My asters, they got kind of beat down, but I just let them go. They'll continue to bloom. They'll get more and more blooms on them. And sadly, I'm going to have to cut this all off because the storm just beat it all down. All the grass, I'm going to have to cut that off. But my, these are doing good. Crepe myrtle, I said they're called firecracker because they bloom around July. And they continue to bloom till frost. And then we come back around to the porch. To the front of the yard. I used to have that grass all across the front here, which is too much. So I'm going to be planting something else in there later. I have a lot of weird little water features. But that's the morning garden tour. It's wet, it's quiet, the birds are singing, and I hope you have a blessed Sunday. Have a wonderful day. God bless.